This is the VIP Golf Show, presented by the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch, with hosts Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock.
Good morning and welcome to the VIP Golf Show presented by the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Our first time in the fancy new studio. Looks pretty good, hey Stalker?
Yeah, it looks great.
And we don't have our winter jackets on.
No, I got my vest on.
Although it is a little warmer morning though than it has been. But my name's Murray McCourt. I'm the general manager and executive golf professional at the Ranch Golf and Country Club and host of the VIP Golf Show here this morning along with co-host Curtis Stock. Thank you so much for tuning into the show each and every week. We appreciate your support of our show and all of Edmonton Sports Talk. You can join in on the show at any time by texting 780-218-9999. We'd love to hear from you throughout the show. Another great lineup here this week on the show with our first guest in just a moment is Shaun Proulx. He's a teaching professional at both River Ridge Golf Club and the CCT Indoor Golf Center. Our second guest is Jason Ing. He's the superintendent at the Montgomery Glen Golf Club. He's going to let us know what it takes to keep a golf course in good shape and get it ready for the winter, as winter is fast approaching. Our third guest will go around YEG and visit with Brian Murray. He's the general manager of the Goose Hummock Golf Resort. And our final guest of the day is Grant Fedoruk from Leading Edge Physio. Grant is going to let us know the relationship between physio and your body and how you can work on your body through physio to play some better golf. As always, at 9:40, we will have our trivia contest where one lucky listener will win a TaylorMade prize pack and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar. And our question of the week this week is, again, with winter fast approaching, do you have any plans to go golfing somewhere warm this winter? And if so, let us know where you're going to go by texting in again to 780-218-9999. This segment is brought to you by Honesty Crow Golf Design, your local golf course renovation and restoration specialist. Contact us at ocgolfdesign.com. And how the heck are you, Stalker? Didn't talk to you much this week.
No, I was away in Vancouver last week, so I talked to her just for a few minutes on the phone.
Yeah, but your horse just didn't do it. That's too bad.
No, he made a little move and then flattened out quickly. I think he didn't like the ship out to Vancouver. It was a 14-hour van ride, and he arrived at 3:15 in the morning, so I think he was tired.
Yeah, well, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be tired too.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah,
exactly.
Especially if you had to stand up all the way like a horse.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a lot of fun. Well, let's talk teaching with Shaun Proulx. Good morning, Shaun. How are you?
I'm doing good, Mary. How you doing?
Yeah, no complaints. You were at the Ranch this week in the PGA Canada Assistance Championship. Must be a thrill to get to play in a national championship, eh?
Oh, yeah, it's always fun, especially when the places in your own backyard don't have to travel across the country to go play somewhere else. So any opportunity to play in those events, it's a lot of fun.
How did you do? I remember seeing your name, but I don't recall what your numbers were.
No, I had a bad back nine on the first round, so kind of kept me out of the tournament there. But 3 of the 4 nines were pretty good, but I have a sick boy at home, so kind of not a lot of sleep the last few days. So that kind of played a factor into everything.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. I understand completely. My son's 5, so I get it. I'm assuming you have a pretty young one too?
3 months old.
Oh, boy. Yeah. You're in a tough spot right now, my friend. Well, let's get into some golf here. What are your thoughts on speed training and ways to generate more speed in the golf swing?
I think speed training is definitely beneficial for a lot of people. I mean, there's a lot of stats that show that the farther you hit the ball, you do have a better chance of scoring well. Of course, the ball has to stay in play, but some of the things that my students we talk about when they want to learn how to hit the ball farther is that what are ways to generate speed? And so we know some ways how we generate speed through forces like vertical force or horizontal is what people use terms for. But every individual is a little bit different too, which makes it kind of unique and also challenging at the same time is what forces do people need to use to generate the speed, and everyone's a little bit different. But I've even had some clients where I just get them to swing faster because there's a lot of people out there who think that they got to be slow and control and all that. And I've had some people who gain 20 miles an hour speed because that's how much they've been holding back. So something that's very simple as just swing faster. Just kind of like running. If you want to run faster, you got to run fast. So it's simple in the some terms for some people. And so, yeah, one of the things for speed training is just in your practice session, just swing faster.
Talk about the body movement in the golf swing and how you help people understand how the body should move, getting the big muscles to move and not just the arms.
Yeah, so that's kind of part of when I talk about body movement, it's more about what kind of limitations do you have, and some people are not very flexible. So this doesn't go so much for swinging the club. It's going to be also training and off training. And that's a big part of, I think, golf now is you see people who work out more and more, who work on mobility and flexibility. You're starting to see better results. It's easier to move the body. So a couple of areas that I focus on for people is in their hips and in their thoracic spine, or what people call the T-spine. And if you can't rotate properly or you can't create a lot of rotation, you're going to have a really hard time just moving the body in general. So this applies to more off training. I give people some exercises, some basic exercises to work on the T-spine mobility, maybe work on the hips, get better hip rotation. Because if you can't rotate a whole lot, then you're mostly swinging with your arms. So this is more not to do with golf swinging, but also just off training as well, just to get the body to move more freely as well.
What about using the ground to create power, mobility, and stability in the swing?
Yeah, so this kind of goes to part of the speed training. So the ground is everything for us. We need to use the ground to create forces to help us swing faster. If we didn't have the ground, we couldn't create a lot of speed. So to use the ground properly, we talked about different ways to use the ground. And for example, rotation. A lot of people feel like they can't move their feet in order to swing the club. They have to feel in order to stay stable, they got to brace themselves. But that actually hurts them in a lot of ways. So to create rotation, you actually have to shift your weight from toe to heel and heel to toe. But a lot of people, they don't move that. They kind of keep their weight on their heels, which restricts their lower body movement, which in turn will restrict their upper body movement. And then they have a hard time finding rotation. So just learning to use the ground, learning to kind of swing with their feet in a way, and learning to put pressure in the ground in certain areas, that actually helps free up the body. And since there's force applied to the club and swinging to the ball, that actually pulls people forward. I see a lot of people fall forward because they're trying to brace themselves, so they have to counteract that force that is being applied to the club that's been thrown out to the golf ball. So mobility actually helps create stability. You can't actually brace yourself in the feet and try to hold on, and because a lot of people think balance is just don't move, but it's actually the opposite. You actually got to move a little bit in order to actually create some balance and stability.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show presented by the TaylorMade Performance Center is Shaun Proulx, teaching professional at both the River Ridge Golf Club and the CCT Indoor Golf Center. How do you help golfers find their natural swing that'll work best for them? Like too many people, they read too many magazines and watch too many YouTube videos. They get too technical. So talk about the natural swing.
Oh, there's some drills that I do. Like there's a lot of, if you could throw a ball, you could play golf. Because there's a lot of movement that is very similar to throwing a ball. Now, you're throwing more underhand, but that's the thing. A lot of these people already have these skills that can translate into golf. So I do more things that kind of take away from the golf swing, and I try to get to do movements that they do in other sports. And if you played other sports, which I know most people have, they already have these, let's say, they already have the vocabulary to play golf. So it's kind of getting it out of them. So there's different ways I do drills to help them find their natural swing, where like just if you hold an object in your hand, that's pretty much how you hold anything else in life. So when we put a club in our hand, sometimes it just blocks us mentally, like, well, we have to hold it this way or this way. But I get them to like swing a stick. Well, like how would you hold a stick and play like a sword fight? And then I just let them, stop. I'm like, look how you're holding onto that stick. And it's always a completely different how they hold onto a club. But how you would play a sword fight is kind of like how you would hold onto a club or any other object. So stuff like that is very natural for a lot of people. So I try to get their minds away from the golf club, away from the golf game, and on something else that translates into golf. And they already have that skill in them. So those are the ways. And plus, there's people who have physical limitations. They got injuries. They've had, I had one guy, he had his neck is fused to his spine where he can't actually turn his neck. So he has to move the club totally different. So there's going to be things that you just can't teach that would be considered modern or traditional or anything like that. So you got to work with what you have. But you look at tour players, not two swings are the same. Everybody swings differently, and there's some players who would be, let's say, very, very, unique. Let's say, like someone like Matt Wolff, for example, or like John Daly. Like they swing totally opposite directions, but they make it work. So It's not. I never try to get people to look a certain way, and I get that a lot. How's my elbow look? How does my wrist look? How do I look? I'm like, I don't care about the look. It's a function. You're creating forces. You're creating a movement. So it's like, how are you creating a functional move to help you strike the ball properly? And we're all going to look differently because we all move differently. We talk differently. We're all different. So I don't care how people look. So if you look a little unorthodox, but you're still hitting the ball pretty solid, I'm not going to fix that because you're making it work. So we're all different. So I don't try to reinvent the wheel for people. I don't care how people look. It just, can you produce the forces necessary to strike a golf ball?
Let's talk about the golf course, River Ridge. It's next door to Windermere. It sure doesn't play like it's in the city with lots of trees and surrounding North Saskatchewan River embankment, lots of water, 4 large lakes and several ponds. The best holes, what do you think they are? I'm guessing number 13 is the best and the toughest is the long par 4 fourth.
I would say the toughest hole on the River Ridge would probably be 14. Big pond there.
Yeah.
On the right side, but very narrow landing. So for some people who hit the ball far, I just take the driver out of their hand. And then you got a long approach up to the green. It's a very small green. The back nine greens are very tiny. And they're all elevated a little bit too. So if you short side yourself and miss it a little bit, it's really tough to get up and down on that back nine. And what's unique about the River Ridge is you get 2 different nines. Like, they're not all built the same. So you got front nine, lots of more open space, lots of water. You got to play your shot. Back nine, there's no bunkers, small greens, elevated greens and all that. So they got 2 different nines that makes the course unique.
Yeah. Talk about the CCT Indoor Center. It's a great spot to get lessons during the winter to be ready for golf next year. What are the different lesson offerings over the winter that are offered?
Yeah, so it's pretty much the same as our summer programs. We got our one-on-one private lessons. We got our semi-private lessons, which is 2 people. And then we have our group lessons, which is 3 to 6 people. Each one of them have the same amount of packages. So we offer our 3-lesson package, our 5-lesson package, and our 8-lesson package. We also offer like a single lesson too in each of those groups. All the prices are different, so the more people you have, it'll be it's a little bit cheaper rate. Each lesson is 50 minutes long for the one-on-one, and then every other lesson, 2 or more people, it's an hour long. And in the wintertime, we also offer our group clinics classes throughout the winter as well. And so what these group clinics are is we have time slots. These are all preset throughout the wintertime. So it's kind of like going to a gym, doing gym classes. So let's say you want to do a Monday and Wednesday class at 6 to 7. We do that back-to-back weeks. The group clinics are 4 1-hour lessons. And so what we do in these group classes is we kind of talk about the swing. We talk about, the difference between irons and drivers, talk about ball striking, try to clarify myths and anything like that to kind of give people an idea like what to do and try to simplify the golf game for them as much as possible. And this goes on for the entire winter time. So if you want to do multiple sets is what we call them, you could go do that if you like. But it's just another way to try to get a little bit of knowledge. It's a good price point too. I think we charge $125 for the 4-hour lesson. So it's a good price point if you want to get a couple tips here and there and just learn a little bit about the golf swing. And then we do a little bit of one-on-one as well, as much as we can. But it's mostly talking about swings and just clarifying a lot of things, just to kind of keep the game simple for the folks there. Because like you said, there's a lot of information online these days, and a lot of it contradicts each other too. Some people are just really confused of what to do and what not to do.
Right.
If people are looking to get lessons in the winter at the CCT Indoor Center, how can they make arrangements to do that?
They could call the indoor place. They could go on our website, countryclubtour.com, go to the Golf Academy section. That's where you would register for our group classes if you want to do our group clinics. All of the Teaching Pros information are on there. So guys from like Lee at Sandpiper, Dave at Ravencrest, me at River Ridge, or Matt at Redtail, all of our contact and emails on there as well. So you can get a hold of us personally if you want to get a lesson through us. But yeah, the website would be the best way to get in contact with us.
Awesome. Well, one last quick one for you. Our question of the week on the show, and I'm guessing I know the answer to this since you have a 3-month-old, but do you have any plans to play golf anywhere this winter? And if so, where are you headed?
That's a fantasy for me right now. No, I don't think we have the CPT Golf Center playing virtual St. Andrews. That's about it.
All right. Well, I understand that completely. Well, thanks very much for your time, Shaun. Hope everything goes well at the CCT Indoor Center for this year. You guys keep yourself busy.
All right, perfect, guys. Thanks for having me.
Okay, Shaun.
Yeah, it was Shaun Proulx from River Ridge and the CCT Indoor Center. On the other side of the break, we're going to chat in studio with Jason Ing. He's the superintendent at the Montgomery Glen Golf Club in Wetaskiwin. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 75 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf. Show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Come get your game on at The Ranch. The Ranch lets it all hang out with a championship caliber design, premier conditions, and above all, a fun laid-back experience. Get top-notch service and unmatched value every time you play at The Ranch. Think you have what it takes to go low? The best value for your golfing buck is always The Ranch. The Ranch Golf and Country Club. 10, 50, 100, and 200 round packs on sale. TheRanchGolf.com.
Let your perfect day of golf start at the 27-hole Legends Golf and Country Club. With picturesque views of the River Valley and only 4 minutes off the Orem Road exit from the Henday, the Legends also features a large grass driving tee range and the world's largest golf car museum. Visit the legendsgolf.ca website to plan your next round with drone flights over all 3 nines. To book your tee time at Edmonton's finest full-facility 27-hole golf course, call 780-449-4911.
Want another great reason to get your roof replaced by Ardent Roof Systems? They offer the best materials with top quality workmanship combined with an Owens Corning Platinum warranty. This is a 50-year non-prorated warranty that comes with 25-year workmanship directly from the manufacturer. What makes this different than others? Easy. Owens Corning randomly does quality control inspections to make sure Ardent is maintaining the quality that they're known for. Now that is next level care you'll only find from Ardent. For more info, visit ardentroofsystems.com. Ardent Roof Systems, there's more to your roof than just shingles.
Grab your clubs and tee up for your best golf season yet. Hone your skills and improve your game at the brand new Country Club Tour Golf Academy. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or you're just starting out. Country Club Tour offers the best lesson programs for every level of golfer. Take your skill set to a higher level and train with their simulators, launch monitors, and PGA of Canada's teaching professionals. And you can train all year long at their 6 golf courses and indoor golf center. Sign up for lessons with the CCT Golf Academy today at countryclubtour.com.
Take advantage of weekly specials at the Broadmoor Public Golf Course, located in the heart of Sherwood Park. Wondering what to do for date night? Every Friday and Saturday night between 6 and 8, grab your honey and come down for a round of golf. For just $115 per couple, you each get to play 9 holes, cruise around in a power cart, and you'll receive a $40 food and beverage voucher for the 2 of you. Do something different for date night at the Broadmoor Public Golf Course. Book your tee time at thebroadmoor.ca or call 780-467-7373.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. The hosts of the VIP Golf Show are also published authors. That's right, your golf show hosts Curtis Stock and Murray McCourt both have incredible books out right now. Search on Amazon for The Turcots, the remarkable story of a horse racing dynasty by Curtis Stock, and Outside the Tee Box, my personal journey and secrets to success in the golf business by Murray McCourt. Order your copies today, available on Amazon. Now you know.
Greetings from Upswing by Alberta Golf. Join us this season as we help you find your fun. Whether you're looking for a day on the links, a special event, or where to play in the province, we want to assist golfers of any age, level, and ability to find the playing opportunity that suits them. Join us at one of our family golf festivals in Edmonton and Calgary. Find your fun, get out and play. Learn more at upswinggolf.ca.
Wouldn't it be nice to step up to your golf ball and know you're going to stripe it every time? Well, with the new Tour Response Stripe from TaylorMade, in a way, you can. With an unmissable 360-degree clear path alignment stripe that wraps around the center of the ball, the Tour Response Stripe was designed to help you aim tee shots and putts more accurately, quickly, and consistently, all while providing immediate, game-improving feedback on the quality of your roll. See the new Tour Response Stripe in all its full-color glory at tailormadegolf.ca.
Coal Creek Golf Resort is the best value in the Edmonton area, the only black sand course in Alberta, and they're the proud host of the 2023 Alberta Open. Luxury meets recreation just past Tofield, with a unique golf experience and outstanding course conditions. Monday to Wednesday, golf 18 holes for only $59 with a cart. Or book yourself an RV park stay and play package. To find out more about everything Coal Creek has to offer and to book your tee time, visit coalcreek.ca.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by the Taylor Made Performance Center at the Ranch, with Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by the Taylor Made Performance Center at the Ranch here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Murray McCourt here along with Curtis Stock. This segment brought to you by The Quarry. Whether you're looking for a casual round with friends, a corporate tournament, or a perfect venue for your special event, meeting, or party, The Quarry has you covered. Visit us online at www.thequarryedmonton.com or by phone at 780-477-THE-Q. And joining us now in studio is Jason Ng, the superintendent from the Montgomery Glen Golf Club in Wetaskiwin. Good morning, Jason. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm doing good.
Well, great. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to come into the fancy studio here and join us today. And, you know, you have a very interesting history in the golf business. So why don't you share your experiences as you were an assistant superintendent in Hong Kong and talk about that and how it's different than being a superintendent here in Alberta?
Oh, yeah. It's Hong Kong is a small city. But with a lot of population, like 7 million populations, and there are only 5 courses, and which being 4 of them is private and 1 is public. So
there's 1 public course.
Yeah. So if you want to play golf as a public, you have to book ahead 30 days ahead, and and the greens fees are not cheap either. You'll be spending $200 Canadian, compared to Alberta. You have 300 courses.
Yeah.
You know, it's spending $30 to $80, which is a huge difference, you know, and working in those golf courses, you know, if the golfers are, because of the exclusiveness of this game, you know, golfers tends to be a little bit different treating to the golf course workers like us in Hong Kong, and we try to hide somewhere else, try not to bother them, try not to interact. But in Alberta, it's such a friendly place. I'm so surprised when we work here, and you know, all the golfers will be saying hi and chatting and ask me about my background, and it's generally a very positive environment here, and I really liked it here. And Hong Kong is, you know, have a similar latitude with Florida, so if some of you might have went down there, the grasses are different. The greens, there are more warm season grass, more Bermuda and Paspalum, and of course it's year round. So we got to work a year round, and compared to Alberta here, when we moved out here, it's all seasonal. We have such a tight window to grow grass, probably 5 to 6 months, and you know, by the time we started, maybe if we're lucky, we have an early spring in April, but we get things rolling, and then a couple weeks later, a couple months later, we're looking into getting ready for the winter already. And it's quite a challenge, I would think, because if you have a lot of things you want to do, you just have to use those time wisely. And but on the other hand, I'm glad, because after 6-7 months of really hard work, I got to take a break in the winter, spend more time with my family. And yeah, that's definitely a great experience.
A lot of driving ranges in Hong Kong, right?
There are a couple driving ranges, but there's only one permanent ones. They used to build driving range on the temporary zones.
Yeah.
And when they started to redevelop those zones, they would tear those driving range down. So there's not too many access to golfing, actually. And general public, they don't really have much knowledge either.
You worked at the Hong Kong Open, right, on the European Tour? Yes,
and the golf course I worked at is Hong Kong Golf Club, and they host this Open every year since 1959. It's a part of PGA Tour, and so prize money was around $1 million US, and so it attracts quite a bit of good players coming in, mostly European. But at the same time, they might invite some American players, such as John Daly back in the days.
Yeah.
Mike Weir actually came in
good,
one
yeah.
year. Yeah, I got to see him in action, which is good. And Colin Montgomery, one of the legends, he plays there pretty much every year before he retired. And it's a massive event. Not just the pro will come in. There will be like thousands of spectators coming in too. So, and also the event was broadcast live on televisions. So 3 weeks before the event, there were people flying in, building structures for spectator stands, stands for the TV cameras, and big scoreboards. And at the same time, when the golf course is open for the members, we're working with, it's like a construction site, but we have to work along those things. It's quite challenging. And during the events, the 7 days, we'll be working pretty early to get the course set up for the tournaments. We try to get ahead of the first group, which always start around 6:45, as I remember. And then the second shift, and then we actually, after the first shift, we'll wait in the staff in the golf course maintenance area, and we'll wait for the second shift, which is around when the last group about to finish their round. We will head out and do a lot of jobs like mowing fairways, tees, and cleaning up the garbage and stuff. And from 5 to maybe 8 at night, 15 hours a day for 7 days. And it was tired, stressful, but at the end of the day, it is fun because when the tournament is finished, we always get a lot of compliments, and it's great. And also the fact that you get to see the world best golfers to play on your course, it was quite rewarding. And some of the big names like Rory McIlroy, he actually played Hong Kong Open as his first stop when he started his professional career.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was memorable.
Yeah, I imagine. With those long work hours, do you find a difference in the work culture in China and here?
Yeah, definitely. Overtime culture is quite normal in China and Hong Kong, and because it's a year-round job for people, for the workers, they don't say no.
Yeah.
It will find them hard to refuse doing overtime, and but compared to here, it's more relaxing, I would say. In Alberta, everybody will value their family life better, so it's better. And but at the same time, the cultures, I would say, because of the seasonal work, we got to see new faces almost every year, and it's different.
Yeah,
it's different for sure. Joining us on the VIP Golf Show presented by the TaylorMade Performance Center is Jason Ng, the superintendent from the Montgomery Glen Golf Club. And now, Jason, winter is clearly fast approaching here. So talk about when you get started preparing the course for winter and what all is involved in that process.
Yeah, so we pretty much start preparing in late August, early September. We will put down our last application of fertilizers, and at the same time, we'll start checking for the stocks of the fungicide, because we're going to spray fungicide in the winter. So we just have to make sure we have the order in place and they don't get delayed when they deliver, because we need it when we need it.
Yes, you do.
Yes, and then also because we're going to airify all those area, greens, tees, and fairways, we always have to make sure we have good condition of the equipment and enough quarantines for the actions. And also the most important thing is to make the arrangement for a air compressor, because we have to blow out the irrigation system by the end of the winter, and that is the time when all 300 courses in Alberta is going to fight for that machines. So we have to make the arrangement ahead of time just to make sure we have this thing, everything rolling into place.
I played at Montgomery on Thursday, and they were aerating the fairways.
Yes.
Is that a common practice right now? You do all aerating all the fairways?
Yes, we do. Actually, we were going to do it in springtime, but again, because we have so many things to do, sometimes we got that kind of work left off, so I just kind of try to continue right now. And but for the greens and tees, we will always do it right before the winter, just to get some air down so that they won't get suffocated. Yeah, it's a common practice, I would say, out here in Alberta.
What's an ideal winter for you?
Lots of snow.
Lots of snow?
Lots of snow. Snow gives the insulation for the greens especially. And also for our course, our water supply pretty much relying on the snowfall and rain precipitations. And if we don't have that kind of snow for next year, we might be in trouble. We'll be fighting for water supply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Wilson's your head pro out there. He's been there a long, long time.
Yes.
He's just such a great guy, very gracious and helpful.
Yes.
How lucky are you to have a guy like John Wilson?
Oh, I'm very lucky. He's a very modest guy and very reasonable, and he doesn't rush me onto doing things, and he appreciates what we all do. And again, he's very generous, and if he has things he needed, he will talk to me openly, and we will work it out very, very calmly and very smoothly.
Talk about the golf course a little bit. What's your favorite holes out there?
I would say number 12 is one of the nice looking hole with the water on the right.
Yeah.
And it's not flat, so, and also there's a small creek-like features in front of the short fairway.
Yeah.
And it's a par 4.
Yeah.
And it's my favorite hole, that's for sure, yeah.
I like number 3. That's my favorite.
Yeah. Number 3 that also have a similar water on the right, but you got the dot leg to the green, which is just up on the hill. In the 100 years old of this course, there used to be a big tree in front of that hill, and unfortunately that went down from the wind last year.
Oh, is that right?
So everyone is pretty happy because they can just drive right over now.
Yeah, right. Before you had to skirt it.
Yeah.
There's a tree, yeah.
If people are looking to get out and play golf at Montgomery Glen before the end of the year, how can they book a tee time?
They can book it online. It's called Tee On. And also they can always phone in. And we have staff standing by to answer the phone all the time. And again, it's we usually release the tee time 7 days ahead. So it's not too bad, I would say. We're not as busy at the courses in the city.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Part of the CCT group.
So if we have one last quick one for you. Our question of the week on the show is, do you have any plans to get away and play some golf this winter? And if so, where are you headed?
Unfortunately, I'm probably staying around in Canada, but I will definitely have a chance to go down to CCT Center, or they actually have a next golf center in Wetaskiwin. So just like the past winters, I will have a chance to go down to the Wetaskiwin and go have some swing in the indoor center and, ask some lessons from John Wilson.
Yeah, he gave me some lessons. I got to ask you one last question before you leave. The food is outstanding out there.
The food, yes, it is very good. I'm fortunately to say that I have a chance to have the food there almost on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And it was one of the best I have worked, ever best I have seen, because I worked in this industry 18 years. I worked on 6 different golf courses. This is one of the best food they have.
Awesome. Well, that's great. Well, thanks very much for joining us, Jason.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate your
Thanks
time.
for having me here.
This is Jason Ing, the superintendent from the Montgomery Glen Golf Club in Wetaskiwin. On the other side of the break, we're going to chat with Brian Murray, the general manager of the Goose Hummock Golf Resort. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
In golf, no two shots are the same. That's why you need the ball that was designed to perform better on every type of shot. The TP5 and TP5X from TaylorMade. So try it and see what's the best that could happen. Speed, control, and stability in the wind? That could happen. Jaw-dropping up and downs and more circles on scorecards? We can see that happening too. And stepping into every shot with total confidence? It can definitely happen. The TP5 and TP5X. Try it. What's the best that could happen? To learn more, visit TaylorMadeGolf.ca.
Escape the city for a golf getaway like no other. Book yourself a trip to Canada's #1 golf resort, Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge. Take in the scenic views and incredible wildlife while golfing 18 beautiful holes built by legendary course architect Stanley Thompson. The best part is, Alberta residents receive 20% off their round. Or book the 2-night midweek golf for free package and get 2 free rounds when you stay from Sunday to Thursday. You deserve a golf getaway. Book today at jaspermountaingolf.com.
Just outside the city, nestled amidst natural forests and interlocking ponds, you'll find your tranquil escape. Goose Hummock Golf Resort, a first-class, full-service golf experience that speaks to rookies and champions alike. Twisting Scottish architecture mixes with an Everglade aesthetic to make the Goose a wonder to see and a marvel to play.
It's Angus McDuff, and the Goose is on the loose.
Experience the Goose today, just a short drive from Edmonton. GooseHummock.com.
Acme Scrap Iron and Metals offers fast, friendly, and reliable service. They will supply containers of different sizes to remove all types of metals and for the removal of demolition waste. Plus, they buy steel, cast iron, copper, aluminum, brass, and more. With 48 years in business, Acme Scrap Iron and Metals has created a strong commitment to the proper handling of materials and adhere to environmental standards. Visit acmescrapmetal.com for hours of operation and call 780-447-1623 to arrange for a container.
I came in 2 under par.
I ended up in the pond again.
Whether you're an old pro or just out for fun, Devon Golf is the course to hit, no matter how skilled you are. Just 30 minutes from Edmonton, Devon Golf boasts scenic valley views and incredible conditions. Golf 18 tree-lined holes along the North Saskatchewan River, or if you're just here for the post-game celebration, check out the Greens Restaurant for a bite on their patio. Devon Golf, truly a hidden gem. To book your tee time, visit devongolf.ca. The Mill Craft Bar and Kitchen.
Your spot to unwind after work. A place to catch up with friends over local craft beers and cocktails, where you can indulge in incredible dishes like smash burgers and brisket, always made from Alberta beef.
The Mill Craft Bar and Kitchen.
Make the most of your night out and head to the Mill. Drink, dine, enjoy.
Call up your friends. Let's meet at the Mill.
Check out their event calendar to see their patio events, where you can enter for a travel voucher to Mexico. See the calendar at themillcbk.ca.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 75 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf. Show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Step onto the course, ready to compete. ZG23 redefines what a lightweight golf shoe can do with an ultralight platform that's built for tournament-level performance. Featherweight underfoot, it delivers the traction and stability needed to focus on your game. From its hybrid light strike midsole to the waterproof upper and engineered 6-cleat traction outsole, Adidas ZG23 offers all-day comfort and a secure, grounded feel. Play your best game with Adidas. Adidas.ca.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort, located just west of Edmonton, is Alberta's top destination for fun this summer. Join them for 18 holes of championship golf that will challenge golfers of all skill levels. After your round, take in one of the most picturesque views west of the city on their famous patio while enjoying everything the Last Spike Grill has to offer. Looking to book a large group or a city getaway with your friends? Look no further than Trestle Creek Golf Resort to relax and recharge. For information on how to book your experience and receive information on their special offers, visit TrestleCreek.ca.
You're listening to the VIP Golf Show, presented by the Taylor Made Performance Center at the Ranch, with Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Murray McCourt here along with Curtis Stock. This segment is brought to you by the PGA of Alberta. Looking to get out and on the links and improve your game this season? Book a lesson with your local PGA professional, the most trusted resource in golf. Visit pgaofalberta.com to find a pro near you. And we're going to head around YEG right now, and we are joined by Brian Murray, the general manager of the Goose Hummock Golf Resort up in Gibbons. Good morning, Brian. How are you?
Good morning. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, appreciate you coming down. Let's talk about the history of Goose Hummock and the changes that have been made to the course over the years, because there has been many, hasn't there?
Yeah, there's been lots of changes. You know, this is my first year, so I just kind of started in February. So I've learned about the changes over the season, and it was a very difficult course when they first opened it.
Really difficult.
Yeah, and that kind of seemed to be the theme going forward was, you know, how do we get more play out here? So they filled in a bunch of the water. There's still water on 15 of 18 holes, but if you put the gorilla away in the bag and just hit a straight ball, you'll be all right.
Where have you been before you went to the Goose?
Well, I got my start in golf. I worked for a company called Tartan Golf Management out of Dublin, Ohio, and we ran the Proulx Oasis Golf and RV Resort in Proulx, Saskatchewan, and then from there I ended up in Indiana, and I ran the Brookhill Golf Club there for 6 years. In Brookville, Indiana. It's the Brookhill Golf Club, beautiful place. And then, I had to come back due to an election down there and some rules changed.
Uh-oh.
So I had to come back, ended up in Pincher Creek, ran their club, and I watched and helped with the grow-in at Crow's Nest Pass. That was really quite neat to watch them.
Yeah, I imagine,
Yeah, it was quite cool. A friend of mine was doing their grow-in, and another friend of mine's their GM, and so, it was a great fit to get out there, learn that, and have some fun, and then ended up here. Goose Hummock was on my list to play, and then they were offering a GM job. I thought, that's what I do, so let's do this.
You changed the marketing of it. You were saying that it used to be challenge the Goose. Now you've changed it to experience the Goose.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's, if I'm a new golfer, and the last thing I want to do is play one of the toughest tracks in Alberta.
Right.
So I thought, well, if we got away from challenge the Goose to experience the Goose, we might get some more people out to come and have some fun, see how beautiful the property is and the great conditions we offer.
Yeah, and those changes you made are just remarkable, because back 10, 15 years ago, I hated it.
Yeah, a lot of people did, yeah.
Yeah, but now with those changes that they made, it was so much more playable.
Yeah, and we get a lot of feedback from not only just members, but the guests that come out, and they just, that was really good. It was a lot more of an experience than I thought.
Right.
So, and that's kind of what we want, is them to enjoy their round and come back in with some positive feedback.
Instead of going away with 12 lost golf balls.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes the price of the round go up a little bit if you got to buy a new dozen. Hey?
That's right.
It sure does, yeah.
And you run out after the fifth hole. What are your plans to increase your membership over the winter?
Well, we're going to do a little membership drive here. We got a couple things roasting in the fire, do some work with some advertising companies and some other radio. And, one of them is going to be a nice prize giveaway. The more members we can get, the better. And the more tournaments we can get, the better. I look at tournaments as cows in the barn. From a farmer perspective, there's money there. So,
yeah, right.
If you don't have the tournaments, then it's hard to upgrade your equipment or different parts of the facility that need a little love. It's hard to do it if you don't have that. So we want to increase membership. We want to increase the tournament play, and we really want to pack the place.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show presented by the Taylor Made Performance Center is Brian Murray, general manager of the Goose Hummock Golf Resort. You touched on your conditions earlier, but talk about that a little bit. How have the conditions been this year? Are you guys still in good shape heading into the fall season here?
Yeah, our course is in really great shape. Our greens crew, you know, Brian, he's our Brian K. We call him. I'm Brian M. But he's our superintendent. 16 years, I believe, he's been there.
Oh.
So he's got it dialed right in. And then Phil Doble, he's his assistant. And these guys have really done a great job. The greens are quick. You know, we have lots of undulations there, so we got to be very careful how fast we make the greens.
Yeah, put them right off the green.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, we want the experience to be good, but we want to compete with everyone else with, you know, for play and for speed of play and the conditions. And you know, we got the rain at the right time. That helped lots. And you know, as every course, irrigation issues are always a problem. But you know, they did a really good job this year getting on top of that. So
that's great.
You need every club in the bag to.
You sure do, yeah. Even the water retriever.
Yeah, I wore out the grip on mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is a course that you can't just go out there and hit driver sand wedge in all the time.
No, you kind of have to pick your shots. You know, I call the weekend warriors the fun guys because they come out and they try to bomb everything, and then finally, like hole 4, they slow down. Yeah. They're like, I only got 6 balls left, so.
And there's an RV resort there as well. How's that gone?
Yeah, it's gone great. We have, so our marsh facility holds 200 people, and so we do all kinds of events out of there. And then behind it, we have 30 RV stalls. And then we also have on our property Jurassic Forest, and it's it's a really cool spot.
That's actually on your property, the dinosaur park? Wow.
Yeah, you drive right by it when you come in. And we have another 70 RV stalls right beside it that they built last year. So got the picnic tables out there this year, and you know, it looks like a nice spot. We've had people come and stay. We do have some other projects on the go that maybe I'll come back one day and we'll release it when we're ready to release it. But it's going to be a really attractive to a lot of people to come out and see this. So once it's done, it's I'll definitely let you know, Murray.
All right, sounds good.
What do you offer for tournaments, weddings, and other non-golfing functions?
Oh, we'll take anything. I mean, we have this marsh facility. It's beautiful. It's a rustic kind of barn feel. The doors open, the windows open, and so we'll go after anything like birthday parties, anniversaries, trade shows. You know, anything. We can do swap meets. We have the space, so you know, I look at the acres as, you know, let's fill it.
Yeah.
You know, let's get people out here. Let's get them experience this property and see what it is. And so yeah, we'll book anything that. You know, we can even do presentations with slideshows and stuff like that. So if anybody has anything they want to do and they have 200 people or less, let me know.
How busy has your year been?
We've been really busy this year.
Good.
It's been great. You know, the numbers are up. We're trending the right way, and I think it's only going to get better from here. So
the food's good too.
The food is excellent. You know, I don't miss many lunches. So when I created the menu, I wanted to make sure we put out a good product, a quality product that's affordable. I think we're probably one of the cheaper courses for food. But again, if you're going to drive that way out, we want to make it worth your while. So, yeah, the food's been great. And, you know, we've got a couple really good chefs. Tony, our head chef right now, he just knocks it out of the park every time. He does great with the banquets. So, yeah, and our servers are great too. So we have a lot of fun there.
How's your golf game?
Oh, I'm a better rugby player than I am at golf, but it's gotten a lot better. I've had a few injuries in the past due to rugby, but I just enjoy getting out there. I like the scrambles because they'll use 3 of my drives and we're done.
Well, you should make a putt or two when you're playing scrambles.
Yeah. That's probably my strongest part of my game is my putting, and I think that all goes back to learning the agronomy of greens. And, you know, how to speed them up, how to slow them down, stuff like that. And I learned a lot of that when I was in the States there. So putting got to be pretty good for me. But, you know, my short game could probably be a 7-iron punch.
Not a lot of courses have weekend specials, but I was looking through your website the other day, and I saw that on weekends you can play 2 rounds of golf, complimentary golf cart with a cart for $149. And you get a hot dog and a bottle of water after the turn. Is that still in play?
Yeah, that's still in play. We're actually going to bring back the weekday one next year, and we're also going to bring back the Hero. So we call that the Angus McDuff Special.
Oh, yeah.
So, because it's kind of themed of the rolling terrain and Scottish Everglades kind of build.
Right.
And the builder was from Oregon, and that was kind of his theme. So we partnered with Alley Cat this year, and they actually made us a branded label with the guy with the kilt and everything. It was quite cool, and it's Blonde Ale. It's been great, big seller. But so we have the Angus McDuff, the heroes, like any paramedics, fire, police, EMT, military. They all get 10% off because we appreciate the work they do.
Yeah,
and,
that's great.
When things go south, who do you call, right?
Right.
So those are the guys you want to make happy.
Yeah, for sure. Well, if people are looking to get out and play at the Goose before the snow flies, how can they do that?
Easily, you can book online at goosehummock.com, or they can give us a call at 780-921-2444, extension 1 or 2. And, we'll definitely get you out.
Well, our question of the week on the show is, you have any plans to get away and play some golf this winter?
I get to Mexico every year. Last year I stayed at El Tigre in Puerto Vallarta and played their golf course for 2 months. So that was a lot of fun.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, right. And, so this year I'm thinking maybe play a little more at Lidibú and Punta Mita and get out and play a few new courses I haven't played in Mexico yet. And but next year I really want to come play your course, and I want to play a bunch of courses. I only got out to 2 this year, and it wasn't enough.
Yeah, for sure. It's busy in the golf season, though. We all have great intentions to get out and play a lot of golf. The only guy that does is the retired guy over here. Everyone else actually has to work for a living.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for your time coming on down to the studio and chatting with us, Brian, and hope you have a great finish to the season at the Goose.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Well, that's Brian Murray, the general manager of the Goose Hummock Golf Resort. On the other side of the break, Stalker and I are going to talk all things local golf. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Coal Creek Golf Resort is the best value in the Edmonton area, the only black sand course in Alberta, and they're the proud host of the 2023 Alberta Open. Luxury meets recreation just past Tofield, with a unique golf experience and outstanding course conditions. Monday to Wednesday, golf 18 holes for only $59 with a cart. Or book yourself an RV park stay and play package. To find out more about everything Coal Creek has to offer and to book your tee time, visit coalcreek.ca.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 75 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf. Show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Want another great reason to get your roof replaced by Ardent Roof Systems? They offer the best materials with top quality workmanship combined with an Owens Corning Platinum warranty. This is a 50-year non-prorated warranty that comes with 25-year workmanship directly from the manufacturer. What makes this different than others? Easy. Owens Corning randomly does quality control inspections to make sure Ardent is maintaining the quality that they're known for. Now that is next level care you'll only find from Ardent. For more info, visit ardentroofsystems.com. Ardent Roof Systems, there's more to your roof than just shingles.
Grab your clubs and tee up for the ultimate summer of golf with Country Club Tour. Get access to 6 premier 18-hole courses plus an indoor facility. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or you're just starting out. Country Club Tour has a course for every level of golfer. Get the most out of this golf season at great courses like Redtail Landing, Sandpiper, River Ridge, Ravencrest, Whitetail Crossing, or Montgomery Glen. Make the most of this golf season at countryclubtour.com.
Come get your game on at The Ranch. The Ranch is known for unmatched value, premier conditions, top-notch service, and good old country hospitality. Hosting any golf tournament is a breeze. From premier golf facilities and corporate-branded swag, right down to food, prizes, and even hole-in-one insurance. The best value for your golfing buck is always The Ranch. The Ranch Golf and Country Club. Book your corporate tournament today at theranchgolf.com.
What if golf could be even more fun? Well, you'd want to play more often, which would mean more walks directly to the green, more admiring your shots, and a lot more golf in your future. With the all-new Stealth Irons from TaylorMade, golf does get more fun by helping you expect better shots more often. It's all thanks to the Stealth Irons cap-back design, engineered to deliver explosive distance throughout the bag and more forgiveness on those occasional less-than-perfect shots. If that sounds like more fun, schedule your Stealth Iron fitting today at TaylorMadeGolf.ca.
Let your perfect day of golf start at the 27-hole Legends Golf and Country Club. With picturesque views of the River Valley and only 4 minutes off the Orem Road exit from the Henday, the Legends also features a large grass driving tee range and the world's largest golf car museum. Visit the legendsgolf.ca website to plan your next round with drone flights over all 3 nines. To book your tee time at Edmonton's finest full-facility 27-hole golf course, call 780-449-4911.
Greetings from Upswing by Alberta Golf. Join us this season as we help you find your fun. Whether you're looking for a day on the links, a special event, or where to play in the province, we want to assist golfers of any age, level, and ability to find the playing opportunity that suits them. Join us at one of our family golf festivals in Edmonton and Calgary. Find your fun, get out and play. Learn more at upswinggolf.ca.
Take advantage of weekly specials at the Broadmoor Public Golf Course, located in the heart of Sherwood Park. Mondays don't have to be a drag. Start your week off right with 18 holes of golf. Take advantage of this amazing Monday Madness deal. Grab a buddy and get 2 18-hole green fees and a power card for just $107. That's $43 in savings. So why not kick off the week with a bit of Monday Madness at Broadmoor Public Golf Course? Book your tee time at thebroadmoor.ca or call 780-467-7373.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. The hosts of the VIP Golf Show are also published authors. That's right, your golf show hosts Curtis Stock and Murray McCourt both have incredible books out right now. Search on Amazon for The Turcots, the remarkable story of a horse racing dynasty by Curtis Stock, and Outside the Tee Box, my personal journey and secrets to success in the golf business by Murray McCourt. Order your copies today, available on Amazon. Now you know.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by the Tailor-Made Performance Center at the Ranch, with Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by the Tailor-Made Performance Center at the Ranch here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Murray McCourt here along with Curtis Stock. This segment brought to you by the Twin Willows Golf Club, part of Edmonton's golf community since 1965. Visit us at twinwillowsgolf.com. And Soccer, what do you think of being in the studio, bud?
Oh, I like it here. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about the if it's cold or
and the windy, yeah, where our papers aren't blowing around and all that kind of stuff, for sure. Yeah. Well, and the other studio over there that has a hangout, I was on the hangout again Thursday this week, and that's such a fun show to be on and be part of. And so it's more than just the studio. About? Well, the hangout is a 2-hour show where you talk about anything and everything. So I was on with Matt Awanek and Lieutenant Eric and the new guy they got started here. What's his name again? Matty, what's his name again? Oh, he can't hear me. Yeah,
new
but
guy.
The new guy, yeah. But and we just talked about it. We talked a lot of golf. We talked some hockey. We talked some sports paraphernalia. It's just you just sit around like you're sitting in the living room with a beer, talking with your friends. So it's a lot of fun for sure.
Well, hockey's starting again.
Yeah, it sure is.
Exhibition games already.
And we did have an Edmonton Sports Talk night at the Elks game on Friday night, which
that was a good game.
It was a good game. They didn't get shut out for the third time in a row by
it looked
BC.
Like they had a chance there.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, they were never really in contention to win the game. I didn't feel, but they got some points, and the score was all right.
A lot of turnovers.
So Stalker, a question on the week on the show is, are you getting away this winter to play golf? And I know you did last year. You were in Mexico to play some golf, and it didn't turn out very well with Maya getting sick. But what about this year? Do you have any plans?
I don't know. They're still up in the air. It depends on Maya. And I'd like to go to Palm Springs. I've never been to Palm Springs.
Oh, it's beautiful there. Well, I lived in San Diego, so we'd often go to Palm Springs and play some golf while I was living down there.
San Diego was great. We went there a few years ago, and I just loved San Diego.
So many good golf courses there. Holy, yeah. A lot of fun. So no plans at all to get away this winter?
Well, I wouldn't say no plans. We're trying to make plans. So.
All right. You'll figure something out?
I hope so, yeah. What about you?
Well, I don't have any plans to play golf. We have a trip booked to Mexico as we did last year when we were at the same hotel as you. Yeah. But
the elevator.
But I don't play golf on my vacations. That's family time. So we have a simulator at the ranch as part of the TaylorMade Performance Center. So I'll hit some balls in that and whatnot. But getting away to play golf in the winter is not necessarily a big high thing on my priority list anymore. And
it will be.
With a 5-year-old kid,
it will be.
and a wife that works. She's a vice principal at a school, so getting away in the winter for long periods of time is not necessarily something that happens very often. But,
right.
But I know lots of people do. A lot of snowbirds around Edmonton area for sure.
Yeah, a lot to Phoenix, eh?
Yeah. Well,
we went there a few years ago, and they got so many good golf courses there.
Yes. Well,
spread out all over the place, though.
Yeah, my wife's parents were going to to Arizona in the winters, and one year I did go down. They stayed right on a 27-hole golf course when we were staying with them, and boy, that was a lot of fun. But that was before Jess and I had Luke, so it can't really happen anymore. And they don't go in the winter anymore either. I think they like to stay around and watch Luke grow up. They have So
we actually looked around at some places to buy in Phoenix because there's just so many golf courses, and one, it had 4 golf courses as part of the development that you could play.
Right. Well,
that's enticing.
Yeah, for you who likes to play golf as much as you do, I bet it was. Now, Stalker, you said there was not any hole-in-ones in Edmonton this week, hey?
Well, none that I got anyway. I don't know. Shorter time period, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, golf is winding down.
Yeah,
days are getting shorter. We had our 2 first frost delays of the year this week at the ranch, which is never any fun, delay in play for everybody and whatnot. But this week we bump our tee times back again to starting at 10 a.m.
Oh, is that right?
To help alleviate any issues that do come. But if you look at the forecast, next week's pretty good as well.
Yeah, I'm supposed to play at 8 a.m., I think, on Wednesday at Victoria.
Okay. Well, at 8 a.m. this Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, they're brave having
brave.
tee times that early. Boy, oh boy. But
just wear a toque.
Well, let's hear about your golf this week. What did you get up to?
Well, I just played Montgomery Glen, as we were saying to our previous guest, and played Victoria. That was the only 2 rounds of golf I got in.
And how did it go?
Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
All right.
Victoria was 79, and I was a lot more at Montgomery Glen.
Right. Well, I played my Sunday match, which was fine. You know what I'm finding at this time of year, and maybe everyone does, like, I'm not into fantasy football at all, but all my friends are in like 18 different fantasy football leagues, and as soon as 11 o'clock comes along, there's not much more conversation in the group outside of everyone cussing and swearing about, oh, this guy got a touchdown, and boo, that guy got a touchdown, and it's all about fantasy football. And of course, I'm a Cowboys fan, so once 225 came along when I was on the golf course, I was a lot more interested in checking the Cowboys plays on my phone than golf as well. But
well, you got Lamb now, so.
Well, yes, we got CeeDee Lamb. He's a good player, but
yeah, he's a really good player.
But then I did play my match in that match play, and it didn't go my way. I played at Lewis Estates, which is in fabulous shape, by the way.
Yeah.
But boy, I absolutely smashed my driver all day long, just pumping it down the middle of the fairway. But I putted like Curtis Stock says you putt. I 3-putt city. I think I had 5 3-putts. I was 1 down after 7 holes. And then 8, 9, 10, I lost all 3 of those. 4 down through 10, I was in a lot of trouble.
Who were you playing?
I was playing Andre DiBartolo from, he's a head pro at Edmonton Garrison. Great guy and a really steady player. And when I'm 4 down to a steady player like him after 10, I didn't have much chance of coming back. But it was great to play Lewis Estates. I don't play it often, but
no, I haven't been out there for a while.
It was in really good shape. But
that's good to hear.
There was a couple of events that happened in the Edmonton area this week as well, hey?
Yeah, one big one, the PGA Assistants Championship of Canada, which was at your course, the Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
And no real surprise with the winner, Quebec's Johan Benson. He won it by 1 shot over Calgary's Dynamic Golf Performance Center's Wes Heffernan.
Mm-hmm.
Benson finished the 3-round event at the Ranch at 12 under with rounds of 71 and 65, 65.
Yeah, not a bad last 2 rounds.
Not a bad 2 rounds. No, he had 14 birdies in the last 36 holes, and he was bogey-free in the final round.
Yeah, that's spectacular golf. Now,
Heffernan, he went 66, 66, 70.
Yeah, so couple interesting points about that tournament. We had Brandon Stazowicz from the PGA of Canada on last week, and he said there's 3 names to watch. He said, Johan Benson, Wes Heffernan, and Kevin Stinson.
Pretty good picking.
And they finished 1, 2, 3. He had the triactor. Yeah. So obviously, great players. So, but we were talking about that earlier. If you hit a tractor in a horse race with the 3 favorites, you maybe don't win a lot of money, but you would have won some money if there was some gambling available on that.
There are more golfers in the field than there are horses in a race. So
yes, that's accurate.
Margin.
Well, the other thing, I followed Wes Heffernan on most of the front 9 on the final round, and that was Wes Heffernan's tournament to win. He's played the ranch a lot compared to these other guys. Before. Absolutely, and he's comfortable with the ranch, but he just didn't have it. He made his birdies on day 3, but he was hitting the ball in places that Wes Heffernan simply doesn't hit balls. And on the 5th hole at the ranch, he was hitting a hybrid off the tee. He blew it way right, almost into the parking lot.
That's hard to do.
And they were having trouble finding his ball, and I found his ball for him.
Oh, you
so
did?
I was joking with people that if he wins by 1 stroke because I found his ball, I saved him a stroke, I should get 10% of his $10,000 purse to win. But he did end up losing by 1. But he just kept not getting himself in good positions off the tee and didn't win. But Wes Heffernan playing bad. He shoots 70.
Yeah, I know. That's a bad round.
Bad round for Wes, yeah.
But that I looked it up. Benson was due. He finished 2nd, 11th, 3rd, 6th, 7th, and 3rd at the last 6 Canadian Assistants Championship. So he's always been right there, and he got it done this year. Good for him.
Well, I didn't have a chance to interact with him, but Brendan Stazowicz was saying that Johan Benson is an absolutely unbelievably great guy, too. So, that's... great to see. I mean, I obviously wanted Wes to win and keep the championship in Alberta, and I've known Wes for a lot of years. But, Johan Benson, if he's such a great guy, that's not a bad guy to win the trophy at the ranch either.
No, and he did get to lift 1 trophy, Heffernan, because congratulations to the Alberta Inner Zone team, which consists of Coal Creek's Mitchell Harrison, Calgary's
Michael Harrison,
Mitchell Fox, who finished 5th overall, Royal Mayfair's David McComb, 19th overall, and Heffernan for winning the team portion of the event by 1 stroke over the PGA of Ontario, and that was Alberta's 3rd consecutive title.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of great players here in Alberta, and we talk about them every week. Now, there was one other event this week that you wanted to touch base on, Stalker.
Yeah, just the Edmonton Golf Association's Tournament of Champions. Windermere came in 1st, the Petroleum Club was 2nd, and the Royal Mayfair was 3rd. They had back to that assistance thing for 1 quick second.
Mm-hmm.
They had each day a hole was deemed the no sweat hardest hole of the day. On the last day, your newly renovated 15th hole was the toughest hole of the day. No surprise there, is it?
Yeah, there was a lot of big numbers on that hole through the week, as there was on 16, as there was on 18.
Well, everybody going for the green.
Yeah, the guys going for in the final group, Heffernan and another guy from BC, they were 1 stroke behind.
Yeah.
It's a short little 310-yard par 4 from where they were playing it from, a birdie, and it's a playoff.
The 310-yard carry.
Well, yeah, for sure. But I mean, hit a hybrid in the fairway and hit a little sand wedge into the green and make a putt. But Heffernan tried for the green, short-sided himself on the right, hit a chip 35 feet by and didn't make the putt. The other guy from BC hit it in the water.
No.
Yeah, hit it in the water. Still made par. Oh. But if he would have just hit it on the fairway and still knocked it on, he would have been able to get that birdie and get in the playoff. But so 18. Oh, it's short, but you got to hit it.
It's not that short. I need a cab ride still to get there from the tee to the green.
Wow. Yeah, but you're old, Stalker.
I know.
Yeah. Any golf lined up this week?
Nothing at all right now.
Yeah.
We're going to see how the weather holds up and see what unfolds. Probably get in somewhere, I'm sure. Well, I'll play Wednesday at Victoria again.
Yeah.
And then like to get out somewhere. The weather's supposed to be pretty good this week.
Yeah, decent this week for sure.
And then getting warmer, I heard.
Well, the last forecast I saw, the first week of October. Yeah, it's turning. If that's accurate.
Yeah.
You know my thoughts on weather report, Stalker.
Well, it's ridiculous because it hurts golf courses when they say there's a 40% chance of rain.
Right.
That means there's a 60% chance
Yes,
of
it's not
sunshine,
gonna-
not going to
exactly,
rain.
exactly.
Or a 20% chance of rain, and that scares people off.
I know.
They
Oh,
should say
the Weather
80%.
Network. Oh. Anyways, on the other side of the break, hey, one last quick thing. So you realize this is our second last show.
Yeah.
Next week is it?
Next week is it.
We're
That's-
we're going to be done. I always miss it when we're done, Stalker, but what do you do? We had to go extra this year because of TSN kiboshing us, but otherwise the show would already be done. But happy to bring some great sport content for one more week after this one. And our final guest right after the break, Grant Fedoruk from Leading Edge Physio, talking about how physio can help your body play some better golf. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Acme Scrap Iron and Metals offers fast, friendly, and reliable service. They will supply containers of different sizes to remove all types of metals and for the removal of demolition waste. Plus, they buy steel, cast iron, copper, aluminum, brass, and more. With 48 years in business, Acme Scrap Iron and Metals has created a strong commitment to the proper handling of materials and adhere to environmental standards. Visit acmescrapmetal.com for hours of operation and call 780-447-1623 to arrange for a container.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
If there's one thing we know golfers want from a driver, it's distance. But there's actually two things: distance and forgiveness. That's why TaylorMade designed the all-new Stealth 2 with even more carbon for even more forgiveness.
Wait, did you say forgiveness like far or forgiveness like forgiveness?
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness. I'm hearing far.
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
Exactly. Rory gets it. The all-new TaylorMade Stealth 2. Learn more at tailormadegolf.ca.
I came in 2 under par.
I ended up in the pond again.
Whether you're an old pro or just out for fun, Devon Golf is the course to hit, no matter how skilled you are. Just 30 minutes from Edmonton, Devon Golf boasts scenic valley views and incredible conditions. Golf 18 tree-lined holes along the North Saskatchewan River, or if you're just here for the post-game celebration, check out the Greens Restaurant for a bite on their patio. Devon Golf, truly a hidden gem. To book your tee time, visit devongolf.ca.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort, just 45 minutes west of Edmonton, is one of the best RV resorts in Alberta. With a championship golf course, water park, sports park, and spectacular views, you won't want to leave. Spend your time relaxing and getting back to the great outdoors. Phase 5 lots are selling now with prices starting at $89,000. You can live year-round or just spend the summer. Either way, Trestle Creek has you covered with plenty of year-round activity. Book your tour with their sales team at 780-514-0005 or at trestlecreek.ca.
Escape the city for a golf getaway like no other. Book yourself a trip to Canada's #1 golf resort, Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge. Take in the scenic views and incredible wildlife while golfing 18 beautiful holes built by legendary course architect Stanley Thompson. The best part is, Alberta residents receive 20% off their round. Or book the 2-night midweek golf for free package and get 2 free rounds when you stay from Sunday to Thursday. You deserve a golf getaway. Book today at jaspermountaingolf.com.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 75 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf. Show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca. The Mill Craft Bar and Kitchen.
Your spot to unwind after work. A place to catch up with friends over local craft beers and cocktails, where you can indulge in incredible dishes like smash burgers and brisket, always made from Alberta beef.
The Mill Craft Bar and Kitchen.
Make the most of your night out and head to the Mill. Drink, dine, enjoy.
Call up your friends. Let's meet at the Mill.
Check out their event calendar to see their patio events and plan your night out at the Mill. See the calendar at themillcbk.ca.
Step onto the course ready to compete. ZG23 redefines what a lightweight golf shoe can do with an ultralight platform that's built for tournament-level performance. Featherweight underfoot. It delivers the traction and stability needed to focus on your game. From its hybrid light strike midsole to the waterproof upper and engineered 6-cleat traction outsole, Adidas ZG23 offers all-day comfort and a secure, grounded feel. Play your best game with Adidas. Adidas.ca.
Goose Hummock Golf Resort is a short drive from Edmonton and just minutes away from the Jurassic Forest. Stay and play at Goose Hummock's on-site RV resort and take a trip back in time with the whole family. Book your RV site today at goosehummock.com.
You're listening to the VIP Golf Show, presented by the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch with Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show presented by the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt here along with Curtis Stock. This segment brought to you by Ardent Roof Systems. Check out our website at ardentroofsystems.com for more details on our new Platinum warranty. Ardent Roof System, there's more to your roof than just shingles, and it is now trivia time. Our trivia contest is brought to you by Tough Stuff Promotions. Tough Stuff works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hardworking name. Call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com for all your logo merchandise needs. The winner of the contest will get a TaylorMade prize pack and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar with 5 locations around Edmonton. Why not tonight? And Stalker, what is the question this week?
Well, the trivia question this week seems tough, but if you think about it, it's not really that difficult.
I agree with you.
Okay, which famous golfer won his 82nd and final PGA Tour title at the 1965 Greensboro Open? What famous golfer, very famous, won his 82nd and final PGA Tour event at the 1965 Greensboro Open?
I think the key in there is 82nd. 82nd win.
Right.
Yes. If you think about that, it's pretty easy. I agree. So if you want in on that opportunity to win a TaylorMade prize pack, text into the show at 780-218-9999 with the answer to that trivia question, and you can win the TaylorMade prize pack and the gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar. And we're going to welcome Grant Fedoruk from Leading Edge Physio to the show. Good morning, Grant. How are you?
I'm well. How are you guys?
Good. Well, sort of.
Yeah. We're hanging in there on a Sunday morning. And Grant, obviously, golfers and physio go hand in hand. So what are some of the common injuries that we see you see in your clinic when golfers come to visit you?
Well, I'm a pretty big golfer myself, so I've had my fair share of these. Physios aren't immune to these injuries either, even on the golf course or otherwise. But the most common thing we see from the golfers coming in, and it's usually early in the season, but it can be mid and late. Typically later in the season, most guys and girls are gonna put it off and think, oh, I'll do it in the off season. But we're seeing kind of rotator cuff injuries is really common. Those are shoulder pains that people are getting on the outside of the shoulder, sometimes radiate down into the elbow.
Yeah.
And they'll sometimes think it's an elbow problem, but it'll radiate down from the shoulder. The obvious one, I think everybody knows, they named it after golfers, is golfer's elbow, which is pain on the inside of the elbow. But contrary to popular belief, it's not actually the only one you get on the elbow. You get tennis elbow from golfing as well. That one's on the outside of the elbow. It's a tendonitis of either the muscles that lift the wrist backwards, which is tennis elbow, or basically of the tendons that move the wrist forward, which is golfer's elbow. And then, of course, you're going to know this, and most people know this, and you see this all the time on the tour. Most of the guys that are out of golf, it's usually because of back problems. And there's a multitude of different things that can keep you off the golf course when it comes to the back. A common one is a herniated disc. I think we all know the famous gentleman who struggled with that for many, many, many years and chased, solutions instead of taking the time he needed to recover. That's my opinion anyways. And it can go down into the legs. Nowadays, I think you see most golfers really pushing off of those legs to get the power that they want, which leads to problems with the hamstrings and calf as well. And then if you're a walker or a hiker, any of those, and especially if you're walking on the golf course, any injury that you can get from hiking, you can end up having in the lower body from walking the golf course. And believe it or not, we've seen the odd patient who's come in because they've stepped on a rake and sprained an ankle. It's not just a joke. It actually happens.
And it depends where the rake hits you.
Yeah, I don't want to. We all know there's a joke about that one, and there's a lot of them. And I always get a giggle, and most people don't want to admit how it happened, but it can happen on uneven surfaces, getting in out of bunkers, and you name it, we've seen it.
Whack, yeah.
A few too many beers if you did that though.
No, it happens often.
Yeah, and it's right. It's because you're not paying attention. Sometimes
Right.
you make a shot, you step backwards, and where's that rake? And it's not a matter of it.
I found it.
Yeah,
You
that's right. It doesn't just necessarily clip you in the face. You actually trip over it, and you see injuries from that. So, boy, I'll tell you, if you can find a way to injure it, golfers do.
Well, the injuries that you mentioned, I think I've got them all. My left arm is sore. My back is sore. Both knees are bad. I'm really breaking down.
Well, we're gonna have to see it. I mean, and that's one of the kickers. We always see this. This is my most common thing I think to see from golfers. They make their way through the season. They say, "I just want to get to the end of the season, and I'll deal with it in the off season."
Yeah.
And then guess what they don't do? They don't deal with it in the off season. They literally say, "Okay, well, I'm going to take the winter off, and I'm not going to golf. Or I'm going to take a few months off, and I'm not going to golf." And sure enough, guess what? They feel better because they're not doing the activity. They haven't solved the problem. So the second they go back and they start swinging the club or walking the course, guess what? That injury shows up again, and they're frustrated because now it's the beginning of the next season, or it's time they want to get back at it. So I can't recommend or stress enough that if you think it's just going to go away, it's probably not.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you're on this show for a reason, but one of the reasons is that my family has been coming to see you a lot. My son's been there for his ankle a couple times. You did great work on that. My wife, you helped her with her broken shoulder and a skull fracture. But the one thing you haven't been able to fix, and she's been going there since June on it, is that golfer or tennis player's elbow. That keeps nagging.
Yeah, and those ones can tendinitis is called tendinitis. I always joke, not just because of the tendon, but because of the tendency for it to be really resilient and for them to come back. And one of the things that happens with the chronic ones is the body starts to produce collagen. It's trying to solve the problem, and it just keeps producing more and more and more. And unfortunately, that's not helpful because the inflammation remains. And as the collagen builds up, you actually end up with a thickened tissue, and then we change the term to tendinosis. Now with those, and hopefully with your wife, she started, or this has been recommended, and if it's not, then I recommend a treatment called radial shock wave, and it's using high percussive sound waves to break up that scar tissue and create a brand new healing process.
Well, ask him about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Please do. And sometimes there are a few reasons people can't have it done, and that might be one of the issues. So cardiac problems, there's a few different things that we don't want to use that treatment for because it's contraindicated. But nonetheless, it's a very effective treatment. And if you're out there struggling with something like a tendinitis, a tendinopathy that's not going away, I can't recommend enough seeking out somebody with the best technology or some of the better technology in the area and getting it sorted out.
Yeah. What makes your services different?
Oh, I get asked that all the time. I mean, I think physio is physio, and we often all carry the same knowledge into a treatment, but a lot of our physios are spending a lot of time and their efforts really honing those skills and having access to technology and different techniques. And then we combine them. So it's not just one size fits all. It's really what's the right technique and what's the right treatment for the problem, rather than I do this type of a treatment and therefore everybody who comes through the door is going to get that treatment.
Right.
So that's one of the areas that we really try to make sure that we're specific with the treatment available for the problem that's coming through the door, rather than making, the hammer fit the nail sort of a thing. There's a few others. I mean, I would say if you were asking me, it's probably just the feeling you get when you walk through the door. You know, it's a very lighthearted and loving environment, and there's often some things going on around. You're not just laying there in a medical type of environment. You're actually I think in an environment where, everybody actually cares and is looking out for the best of you. And I don't want to go on and on and on, but I appreciate the opportunity to share some of those little things.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show presented by the TaylorMade Performance Center is Grant Fedoruk from Leading Edge Physio. Now, warming up prior to play is obviously something that's very important if you want to protect your body. So what would you recommend for golfers to do for a warm-up?
Yeah, and I see this done the wrong way all the time on the golf course, and I'm on the golf course a lot, and I'm a victim and guilty of it as well. But the trunk slammers are the ones that often have the problem. They show up,
5
trunk
minutes.
slam, and that's right, not even, they're basically, their warm-up is running to the first tee.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of problems that come about from that. Anybody golf is a sport, no matter what other people and some people want to say it is. It's a high velocity sport with really significant amounts of torque on different joints of the body. And if you look at it that way, then you got to treat yourself that way. And so active warm-ups are what I really recommend. And that doesn't mean you have to go for a run for 10 minutes before, although believe it or not, that would make a huge difference in your likelihood of developing an injury. But certainly showing up early and doing dynamic warm-ups. So if you can picture this, you might use your golf club just to maintain your balance, depending on your balance. But, swinging your legs straight forward and backwards, and then across the other leg to work on the abductors and adductors as well. So that's a very simple one that somebody can do. Kicking themselves in the bum as they swing the leg, that's going to start to stretch out the quad and the hamstring a little bit. So it's a very simple one. Upper body, you want to do somewhat dynamic exercise as well. So holding a golf club in front of you and just gently going across your body in a very light rotational way. And you're not doing this to get a huge amount of stretch. You're doing this to increase the circulation and increase your metabolism while getting some movement in those joints. Same thing with the arms. You might swing your arms in a little bit of a circle as you go around and then reverse it and go in the opposite direction. And you'll see it's one of my favorite ones. I can't remember the golfer, but it's a meme out there. And he's got his knees together and he's doing those rounding, who's the golfer always walks around with a big cigar? It's just escaping me right now. Anyhow, there's a meme out there, and you guys would all learn something from him, because what he's doing is a dynamic motion, and there's a meme that's making fun of him, but it's quite an effective way to get the whole lower body, including the back, moving. And then you're going to start to ease into some light, low irons, and then move your way up into the longer clubs. There's a reason you do that. Longer clubs have far more torque at the outside as you're swinging, which takes way more toll as you get closer to the kinetic chain. So it seems simple, and you see people go out there and hit a wedge first and then move up, and they think that's the warm up. But you actually got to get started with some simple movements first.
Well, everything makes sense to me except for that 10-minute run. That's not happening.
Nobody is, but we're seeing more and more, like people at our club, for instance, are showing up on bikes. That's a great way to get a warm up in before you.
Yeah. If it was possible.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But very simply, the ones that I described to you are going to accomplish the same thing. You might not get the same increase in your metabolism, but you're going to get that warm up that you need, and hopefully prevent coming to see us. Because that's, at the end of the day, we wish we didn't have to see you. We're trying to work ourselves out of a job. I've been doing it for 25 years trying to get myself out of work, but it seems people keep hurting themselves.
Well, Grant, if listeners would like to connect with Leading Edge Physio to help them out, how can they connect with you?
That's really easy. You can find all of our locations at leadingedgephysio.com. We're in Edmonton and all surrounding areas. We're in Calgary as well. So we got people that are out there that love golf just as much as you, and they'll be as motivated to get you back on the golf course as you are.
Awesome. Well, our question of the week on this show, so one last one for you is, do you have any plans to get away and play some golf this winter? And if so, where are you headed?
Oh, the answer is absolutely. I always do. I've got a couple trips in the works. California is a top stop for me, San Diego and Palm Springs. And then one of my favorites, I'll get a chance to play in Hawaii over Christmas this year. And
lucky
you. One of my favorite tracks is at the Wailea golf course. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I like San Diego the best. Murray and I were talking earlier about where we were going to go, and I just love the San Diego area.
Yeah, and some really beautiful golf. San Diego Golf and Country Club, if you ever get a chance to play it, is a great track down there. Everybody knows Torrey Pines.
Right.
But, if you get into Temecula, if you ever get a chance,
Temecula
it's kind of
Creek.
between. Yeah, absolutely. If
It's
you get
great.
a chance to play, that's right. And Pechanga is another really, really unique golf course. If anybody is in that area and makes the little trek, I can't tell you. I had one of the most fun days of my life at Pechanga, but you better get used to going up and down hills, and you won't be walking that golf course.
No.
All right. Well, appreciate your time, Grant. That was some great information. Have yourself a great Sunday.
You betcha. Everybody keep hitting them long, and don't hurt yourself, please.
Okay.
Well, you should want them to. Then they can have to come and see you.
It's inevitable. I don't want anybody to hurt themselves. It's just unfortunately what's going to happen, but please do your best not to.
All right. Have a good one.
Take care.
That was Grant Fedoruk from Leading Edge Physio. That wraps up another edition of the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk. Thanks very much for tuning in to our show. We appreciate you doing that each and every week. One last show next week, so you can, we have the trivia contest real quick. Yeah, Stalker, forgot about that. Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah, the winner of the trivia question is the guy who answered that the answer was Sam Snead.
Right, and the winner was Steve Drozak. And Steve, I recognize that name from winning it before. I will email you as soon as I get back to the ranch here in a few minutes. You can find us on Twitter at Curtis J. Stock, myself at Murray McCourt. Next week on the show, we will wrap the year up on the VIP Golf Show with a visit with the Golf Factory. We'll check in with the Trestle Creek Golf Resort, and we'll chat with our presenting sponsor, TaylorMade, and our title sponsor, VIP Golf. Thanks again for tuning in, and check us out next Sunday here on Edmonton Sports Talk for our last show of the year. Have a good one.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. The hosts of the VIP Golf Show are also published authors. That's right. Your golf show hosts Curtis Stock and Murray McCourt both have incredible books out right now. Search on Amazon for The Turcots, the remarkable story of a horse racing dynasty by Curtis Stock, and Outside the Tee Box, my personal journey and secrets to success in the golf business by Murray McCourt. Order your copies today. Available on Amazon. Now you know.
BC Rockies. You'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 75 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf. Show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Coal Creek Golf Resort is the best value in the Edmonton area, the only black sand course in Alberta, and they're the proud host of the 2023 Alberta Open. Luxury meets recreation just past Tofield, with a unique golf experience and outstanding course conditions. Monday to Wednesday, golf 18 holes for only $59 with a cart. Or book yourself an RV park stay and play package. To find out more about everything Coal Creek has to offer and to book your tee time, visit coalcreek.ca.
Greetings from Upswing by Alberta Golf. Join us this season as we help you find your fun. Whether you're looking for a day on the links, a special event, or where to play in the province, we want to assist golfers of any age, level, and ability to find the playing opportunity that suits them. Join us at one of our family golf festivals in Edmonton and Calgary. Find your fun, get out and play. Learn more at upswinggolf.ca.
Reachable par 5s, tight par 4s, bring them on with the all-new TaylorMade Stealth 2 Plus fairway wood. With a massive 50-gram sliding weight, the Stealth 2 Plus is like having 3 fairways in one. Just like your very own cheat code for whatever the course has in store. Shift the weight back to dial in higher launch and control. Leave the weight centered for versatile performance. Or shift the weight forward for low spin and max distance. The all-new TaylorMade Stealth 2 Plus fairway is more than just a golf club. It's like a cheat code. Learn more at TaylorMadeGolf.ca.
This season, Red Tail Landing is the perfect place to work on your golf game. With a practice facility that boasts 19 acres of natural grass-hitting areas, 3 full-size putting greens, and 2 full-size chipping greens, your golf game will get the attention it deserves. From beginner golfers to experienced players, everyone will enjoy their time at Red Tail Landing. Just visit countryclubtour.com to discover how you can make the most out of this golf season. Red Tail Landing Golf Club, the place to be in YEG.
Let your perfect day of golf start at the 27-hole Legends Golf and Country Club. With picturesque views of the river valley and only 4 minutes off the Orem Road exit from the Henday, the Legends also features a large grass driving tee range and the world's largest golf car museum. Visit the legendsgolf.ca website to plan your next round with drone flights over all 3 nines. To book your tee time at Edmonton's finest full-facility 27-hole golf course, call 780-449-4911.
Want another great reason to get your roof replaced by Ardent Roof Systems? They offer the best materials with top quality workmanship combined with an Owens Corning Platinum warranty. This is a 50-year non-prorated warranty that comes with 25-year workmanship directly from the manufacturer. What makes this different than others? Easy. Owens Corning randomly does quality control inspections to make sure Ardent is maintaining the quality that they're known for. Now that is next level care you'll only find from Ardent. For more info, visit ardentroofsystems.com. Ardent Roof Systems, there's more to your roof than just shingles.
Come get your game on at The Ranch. The Ranch delivers a laid-back championship caliber experience that'll keep any golfer on their toes. Premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value. Sneak in some evening golf with the Sunset Express. A 4-hole loop and bucket of balls, just $19. The best value for your golfing buck is always The Ranch. The Ranch Golf and Country Club. Play the Sunset Express for just $19. TheRanchGolf.com.
Take advantage of weekly specials at the Broadmoor Public Golf Course, located in the heart of Sherwood Park. Spend some quality time with your young ones on the course this weekend. Every Saturday and Sunday after 2, get a free junior green fee plus 50% off a power cart rental with the purchase of a regular price green fee. There's nothing quite like quality family time on the course. Grab your clubs, pile in the minivan, and come down for family night at the Broadmoor Public Golf Course. Book your tee time at thebroadmoor.ca or call 780-467-7373.